and I know people hate when commentators do this every now and again, I'm not sure about their set count. But Earl has other PR wins that I am well aware of. He's beaten Snoofle before, for sure, who happens to be standing here is why I use that example. I'd have to ask him about the rest of his list because he keeps track. See if he can add Tyroy to the list, whether it's for the first time or not.
I mean,
He's got
so
a 3 out of 5 to do it.
Yeah, he does. He's got a lot of room to do it, and there's room for error in this set. Because if this is like one of the first times that they're facing off, which
it's not one of the first. They play all the time. I'm just not sure if Earl has taken one of them or not. But this set for sure, I hate to say that a set has room for error just because of how good Tyler is. And Earl just making Bayo recover low. But
oh, no, that was a big mistake.
Yeah, you can't.
That was a big mistake. Like, you can go deep against that, but if you better make sure that you know your path back to the stage, because if you lose that jump, it's lights out. There's nothing that EarlOfM could have done, and Tyroy knew exactly what his game plan was as soon as he went off stage to get that far.
Yeah, he just fast fell and went around. But you know what? As good as Bayonetta's recovery is, maybe Earl probably won't do that again. You get that out of your way, stock 1 of a best-of-5 set. Don't do that game 5.
Second place. Here it comes. Going up. The dive kick mix up there. How are we going to be making it back on the ledge? Okay, that's the one thing I also noticed about EarlOfM that kind of makes this cloud unique. He is so scary good at landing that down air close by ledge, or just landing it in neutral and forcing an option out of a player where if they don't tech, then they're going to be put in a very bad situation. Oh, no.
That was not how you want to end game 1. But you are right. Earl has got kind of a unique cloud. He's got he likes to hit the fair as fade away, and he's very good at fading it away. It almost reminds you of like old school melee fairs as they fade away, which is really hard to do. And he's also very good at not just dare, but the spike box at dare.
Yeah,
like 3
he
of
gets
those.
that consistently, and that's crazy. All right, game 2, he's actually switched off of Cloud, going to Lucina. Kind of respect it.
Yeah, he's most comfortable, I believe, with Marcina. I think that's really where he got his overall start. That's the character he probably has the most reps with. And after the way that game went, might have been a little bit demoralizing, but so is starting down 80-0 in a hole. And even more, because jab combo does 20%.
It's a free 20% too. No matter how much you SDI, the only way out of it is if you are over a ledge. SDI down is the quickest way out of it, and even then, you still risk getting hit by that last part of the jab. So, strategy is, if you get hit by the jabs, there's really no other way to get out of it. Just kind of just lay back and just kind of think on your actions. Just like, okay, how did I get here, and how do I just avoid?
Yeah, so good. 20% on jab, infinite recovery, combos that can kill people at 0, a double chic fair. As Earl's going to lose that first stock.
Yeah, this is the mentality coming into it, where if you're in a situation and facing a player like Tyroy, you seriously need to keep any sort of demoralization down to a minimum, because they will sniff that out, and it will show in your gameplay.
Yeah, and Tyroy is never, ever shows any kind of remote amount of mercy on anyone.
No,
you could just be learning the game today, and he would sit down, and he would go 100% against you and just teach you the hard way. As that witch time, not fresh enough to get the free kill and the free game, but Tyroy still up nearly a full stock. As Earl doing what he can to kind of put him back.
Caught him with the second jump.
Oh, if he did it again, he would have had him, but couldn't quite get it.
And you seriously, with Bayonetta, it's also a huge mental battle, because if you have like little moments like that, like right there, if you see an opening, sometimes you just need to swing. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like when EarlOfM was like guarding edge guarding Tyroy and had that one little hit. Sometimes that's just kind of the mentality you got to go with when you're approaching Bayonetta.
Yeah, it's a hard character to play
against.
Whoa! All of a sudden,
wait a minute.
Oh, he went for it all. I respect it.
I was actually really scared, because I thought that Tyroy wasted both of his up Bs in that.
He had enough to still get back.
Oh my God, Earl.
And I think this is why Earl switched to this character. All this, he went from like way down in this game to like twice there. Tyroy was about a frame from death as that second up air is going to hit, but that was a really good comeback attempt.
That was.
Although Tyroy is still up 2-0 here, and definitely with the commanding lead going into game 3. We will see if... I'm expecting the run back. Character.
Probably. Yep. Yeah, EarlOfM did a lot better with his Lucina in Game 2 than he did with Cloud in Game 1. I'm not surprised by him staying on this character.
For sure.
And he was really close to that comeback in that last game.
Yeah, now that he's a little bit more, sometimes switching characters can be rough, and since Earl, I think, played his last 2 sets as mostly Cloud. I think he might have busted out Lucina 1 game against Big Mac, but switching from Cloud to a character like Lucina can be a little bit trickier because you're going for different combos. Obviously, you're different weights.
Bat within, yeah, I thought the bat within was going to save Tyroy there, but he had the frame advantage.
Yeah, starting out with the Witch Time, Tyroy, that's a really smart move. When you're up 2-0, if you catch someone with an early Witch Time, you're guaranteed an early starting lead. And then they have to play from behind no matter what for at least a full 3 games, basically.
Yeah, and now this is where it just gets really, really rough.
Yeah, let's see if Earl can pull off another one of those comeback attempts again. Last time it was so far so good, but...
And it was supposed to be a fair out of that grounded side B, but instead got a little bit too greedy in the second part of the hitbox hitting him.
Up tilt, going for the dive kick.
Oh,
I feel like
he lost his jump. He got a little bit too greedy with that dive kick setup there. Oh, but it doesn't really matter. Tyroy's still going for it.
I feel like he's labbing things right now mentally. Like, what if this would work? But you know what? Suiciding kind of brings Earl right back into this game. And, a character like Lucina with the...
Where are we going?
And will that be enough? It will be. The up smash, definitely enough off the Witch Time. Get the stock. So despite the suicide, Tyroy with the convincing and commanding 3-0 win, putting him into grands through winners. And dropping EarlOfM into losers final. So no matter what, he is still guaranteed 3rd place after a pretty strong bracket run today, all the way to winners finals.
Good. Like, that is absolutely very, very good.
He was, I think, the 6th seed today, so he would have had to go through the 2 and 3 seeds to get to the 1 seed. Like, being the 6 or 7 seed in a tournament means you actually probably have one of the hardest bracket paths across, as opposed to just having to upset the 1 seed. Like, you have to play 2, then 3, then still probably 1.
Yeah.
So that's never, actually just a hard place to be in any tournament. But good stuff to him.
Yeah, he's shown that he can kind of hang up at this upper echelon like this. I feel like this is probably going to be the tournament that might be close to his breakout. Like, all it really takes is a performance like this at a Midwest Mayhem, or a Michigan Regional or something like that, or some tournament where there's a big name, and then that's when like the journey starts.
Midwest Mayhem 10, by the way, those of you listening, is coming up, and if you haven't regged for that, you should definitely do so. That's going to be Thanksgiving weekend, that Saturday, and that I've already seen because my mailbox is connected to when everybody pre-registers. EarlOfM has registered already, so that could be his actual breakout monthly. And with the wins he already has and some of the placings he's had at what is already the largest, we are 100% going to see what he is made of. But right now,
speaking of a tournament that you should go to.
Yeah, speaking of a tournament you should absolutely go to. Real quick plug here for the Frostbite 2018 registration link. It's right there across your screen, smash.gg/FB2018. Reg has been live for a while, and the last time we did a live count, we had well into the 350 people or something insane, like 120 teams.
We've already, I think we've already beaten 2017's entry numbers, so this is going to be really, really good.
Yeah, it was definitely quick to get there. Make sure that you book your hotel room. You can find that at hotel-dearborn.com. You got the group code 1395. You can get a $115 per night room rate. It's a very nice hotel, so make sure you take full advantage of that.
Absolutely. Anybody who has not been to this venue, it was the venue for, I think, Big House 5 and 6. It's a very nice hotel located in Dearborn, and it's like from this alone.
Event of the winter.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be
easily the event of the winter.
Well, I hope so. Like, that was Frostbite last year, too, so that was good.
All right, so this is just a button check real quick.